So a little, I guess, end of bow season report slash rut report for my area. Um, just came off of an 8 hour sit. It's uh, it's ungodly hot right now in Central Virginia. Um, Seriously hot. We're looking at mid 80s this weekend for the opening day of Black Powder on November 5th, which is ridiculous. And it shut off all rutting activity that I was seeing. Of course, I didn't see big bucks. I think the big bucks are sticking to cover right now. All the pictures of daylight that I'm getting from big bucks are last 45 minutes of light, if that. Most of them 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Uh, I did witness some small bucks chasing does this morning, but there was no big ones around. And I know that if them does were actually in heat, there's no other way that a big one's going to allow that to happen. So I'm changing my plans up a little bit. I've been hunting this area right here. Um, I've been hunting kind of uptight, not really going down far in there because I found, so it's in Louisa County, Virginia. So about 3 months before bow season, a big tornado came through and completely laid waste to the whole backside. So what was wide open oaks is now giant trees fell over, lap piles. So you can't get back there to the back end really without jumping deer. Because of that cover, they started bedding back there. So I kind of leave it alone for a sanctuary. I used to hunt back there all the time. It's, where I've killed most of my big deer in the last 30 years. So, starting out the season, I had a lot of activity up here up front near the crop fields, near the power line, um, near the food plots, and they would change. And it wasn't hunting pressure or anything like that. I'm very scent free. Make sure everything's on point, and if the wind's not right, I don't go in there. So I have never been busted by a deer. Not this season anyway. I have been busted by deer before. But so far it's been really slow. I mean, we got a doe the first day of bow season. We got meat in the freezer, so we laid back. I had a really cool encounter with a giant 6-pointer Monday. Last Monday, it would have been. So that deer came through eating acorns. First 30 minutes of shooting light. He got up to within about 38 yards, but he just never gave me the shot that I wanted. And I mean, he's probably the biggest 6-pointer I've ever seen in my life. He's the target buck right now because the target buck that I was after, my wife hit yesterday with the Hyundai, with a car. So he's in the freezer, but I'm not one of them people who's going to take a picture of him and say I killed him. He was, I wouldn't say world-class whitetail, but he was definitely the buck of a lifetime. I've been after him since last year. And so on the way to work, so my girl usually works from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. On the way to work, she came around the corner right there where we hunt at and plowed right into him. So, of course, he got up and ran off, and I went and checked, and she said it was a big one, which she hunts too, so she knows what a big one looks like. And she said, honey, I think that's your buck. So I went down there to where she hit it at and walked back in there. And sure enough, about 60 yards away, he was laid up in a lap pile. And it was a heartbreak, but at the same time, it's going to happen. If you're anywhere near roads, it's a good possibility. And if they get to live to be that old, if they don't get killed by another hunter or a car, they'll get killed by a younger buck that's in better shape. It's just part of life, but that doesn't mean we don't have shooters out here. There's 3 or 4 shooters. Go get some lunch and get back in here this evening. Hopefully a cold front comes through, but I'm thinking November 5th to November 15th is going to be the time to be in the woods. Luckily, I work 11 months out of the year. Due to the work that I do and the fact that my boss is an even bigger hunter than I am, Um, I'm off the entire month of November and the last 2 weeks of October. So it's not for not logging time. That's for sure. I'm spending 60 hours or more every week in the woods or more. And as November picks up today, I'll be in here for a full set. I'm going to get some lunch and going back in. But it's close to November 5th. Once black powder kicks in, I'll be in there from before daylight to after dark every day. There's no leaving. There's no option. That's my passion, and I hope everybody's having good luck out there. Hopefully we can get a big one on camera because we sure ain't seen nothing the last few days.